Hello, hi, I'm Cryptic Hybrid, and this is How Do You Know Mr. Blue. Now, How Do You Know Mr. Blue is a narrative-focused detective game in which you get to investigate the disappearance of this Mr. Blue. Now, what I'm playing right now is a demo version that's on Game Jolt, so let's check it out together. New game. Alright, so this is Madam White, one of the potential suspects in the disappearance. Hello, Madam White. I'm here about a missing persons case.
Detective, I'm so glad you're here. One of our most senior staff, Mr. Blue, has been missing for almost a month now, and with him gone, we've been forced to delay a large contract. Needless to say, the board is not happy. We at C Corp need him back as soon as possible.
It's interesting that she says they need him as soon as possible, but he's been missing for so long, you know? Alright, ma'am, so you want me to find out what happened to him?
Detective, I need you to find out what has become of Mr. Blue. He is integral to the delicate machinery that is C Corp, and I'm sure that my staff, though kind, know more than I've managed to squeeze out of them.
Alright. So, do you have any suggestion on where I should start?
I suggest that you talk to Mr. Red first. As far as I know, him and Mr. Blue had some sort of falling out just days prior to Mr. Blue disappearing.
Interesting.
Now, you have to excuse me. If I step out for more than a moment, this company turns into a jungle. I could never retire, you know. Not when just about every important contract require my personal supervision, what seems like daily. It's great to have you here, Detective. I'm counting on you.
Right. I think she's more interested in, the company than, what actually happened to Mr. Blue. No new questions. Okay, so this is my PC, I guess, and here you're gonna have folders with for every single character that you interrogate, and they will have their statements, like, Madam White said that she's involved in all of C Corp's major contracts and the workers of C Corp are stressed, and you can try to find contradictions between the statements, but well, Madam White didn't really say much, so let's go and talk to Mr. Red. Hello, Mr. Red. I have a few questions for you.
Is this about Blue? I already told that fossil all I know.
Oh, really? That fossil, huh? Let's see. So I take you don't get along with Madam White very well?
No shit.
Why though? Alright, let's see. Please tell me about your relationship with Mr. Blue.
What is there to say? He came to the repo department and started changing everything. And may I add that we never had a single complaint when we did things my way. Now, with all the additional paperwork, a single typo can start a 4-hour-long meeting with Miss Yellow. Any sane person would rather gouge their eyeballs out than be around that sorry-looking bore. Let's just say I dislike the man, but I had nothing to do with him disappearing.
Right. I understand you and Mr. Blue had an argument leading up to him vanishing.
You saying I had something to do with it? It's a
Potentially.
miracle he got along with anyone with that goody two-shoes act of his. Always sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. The repo department was doing fine, way before he was reassigned here and started barking orders. And frankly, the extra paperwork has done nothing but slow me down. Not to mention, it's quite honestly the worst thing to spend my time on. One customer calls in because of a single faulty circuit board getting back on the market, and the company needs someone to come in and tell me how to run my department? Give me a break.
Right. He seems like he's not very fond of Mr. Blue. What sort of paperwork did Mr. Blue make you do?
Cataloging every single faulty wire, reclaimed circuit board, and piece of tech. What difference does it make if we're just going to destroy the stuff anyway? Pointless pencil pushing, if you ask me. Just getting the factory code log takes forever.
You know, this makes me think that maybe they weren't destroying the stuff that they were supposed to destroy, and that's why the extra cataloging was, maybe they were, you know, I don't know, maybe trying to repair the stuff and give them back to customers. Maybe that's the thing. Alright, I have a lot of folders for Mr. Red here with his statements. Let's see what we have here. The repo department was run without incidents before Mr. Blue came. Mr. Red can't imagine anything worse than spending time with Mrs. Yellow. Oh. Mr. Red finds Miss Yellow sorry looking. When Mr. Red makes mistakes, Miss Yellow is often contacted to talk to him. Okay. Mr. Red doesn't get along with Madam White. Let me see here. Repo catalogs everything that's brought in. Cataloging is time consuming. And repo destroys everything that's brought in. Okay. And here, Mr. Red hates the work Mr. Blue added more than anything. Mr. Blue became chief of repo after the circuit board incident. Mr. Red works for the reposition department. Mr. Blue worked for the reposition department. Mr. Red dislikes Mr. Blue goody two-shoes attitude. Mr. Blue came to repo because a returned circuit board was sold again. Mr. Blue assigned extra paperwork. Okay, well, let's see. So, okay. So this one, Mr. Blue became the chief of repo, right? After the circuit board. But Mr. Red also said that there was no incident. So that's a contradiction, right? If there was no, right? No? Not this? No? It's not a contradiction? Wait, it must be a contradiction. Wait. It was run without incident before Mr. Blue. Wait, no. Could be like this. Maybe it's the other way around. Because there was, I mean, there was an incident, right? That's why Mr. Blue came. So, no. Okay, here was sold. Okay, okay. See, that's a contradiction, right? So something wrong did happen, and that was the reason why Mr. Blue came to reposition. To the okay. So now we got a new question. Okay, from Red. You had to step down after complaints about old circuit boards getting sold to customers, and still you claim that you ran the repo department without any complaints.
The customer got a refund, and I saw to it myself that as soon as the board got back to us, it was smashed to pieces, right there on my desk. That's hardly enough to constitute a real complaint, if you ask me. Just some oversensitive schmuck wanting stuff for free. That's all there is to it.
Right. Right, but you did give a faulty board that was supposed to be destroyed. Ooh, new folder. Mr. Red immediately smashed the return board. The circuit board was returned to the and the customer got a refund. Okay. Wait, smashed immediately smashed. Okay, that's a problem because he was saying, Mr. Red, that oh, sorry. We only have stuff for Mr. Red. That everything was cataloged, right? Where is it? Okay, repo catalogs everything that's brought in, right? So, what happened? Exactly, right? We found another contradiction, so we can ask him another question. So you went off protocol and saw this recirculated board yourself, even though you're supposed to catalog it first?
Don't get all excited, Detective. We already had that board on file. Just a simple refresh of the data log before me and my hammer did what we do best.
Right, so if it was on file, then why was it returned to a customer? What the fudge? What the hell? Okay, there's something here, but I don't know what. Wait, is this like a real thing? Because this is like a statement. Destroys everything that's brought in. Wait, let me try the... Okay, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a bug? Or maybe it's nothing? Let me see. So it says repo destroys everything that's brought in. But he also said that the circuit board was returned. I mean, isn't that's not a contradiction? Okay. Maybe that's not a contradiction. Repo department was run without incidents. No. Can't imagine anything worse than spending time with Miss Yellow. When Mr. Red makes mistakes, Miss Yellow is often contacted. Well, is this a contradiction? No, it's not. Okay, maybe not. Let's see, what else can we see here? Smash the board. Cataloging is time consuming. Hates the work. Oh! Wait, this might be something. So, hates the work Mr. Red Blue added more than anything. No, not this. Where is it? Assigned extra paperwork. Worked for the... So he said Mr. Blue worked, so that's past tense. Doesn't get along with Mr. White. Let me think here. Let me see. Dislikes Mr. Blue. Wait, so he dislikes, but also he says that can't imagine anything worse than spending time with Miss Yellow. No, that's not a contradiction. Let me see here. Because it must be... let me see here. It must be here. Hates... dislikes Mr. Blue. Can't imagine anything worse than spending time on Miss Yellow. And yet, when you make mistakes, no. Sorry looking, no. Doesn't get along. So there must be maybe something else to... Hates the work that Blue added more than anything. That's a contradiction, right? Because he said he hates it more than anything, and then he said that he also hates working with Miss Yellow, right? So what does he hate more? So which one is it, Mr. Red? Do you dislike doing paperwork more or less than you dislike spending time with Yellow?
I swear you're like a freaking bloodhound. Ever heard of hyperbole?
No, never heard of it.
Me and Yellow have split up, if you have to know. I don't want everyone around here knowing. Could you just keep this to yourself, man?
Alright. That's new information. Mr. Red and Miss Yellow split up. But, okay. They split up, and yet... Said the sorry looking. That's kind of weird. This is a little bit weird. Smash the board. See, I don't know what this... Oh, sorry. This thing is... Because, I don't know, it might be a contradiction, it might not be. Like, I don't know if it's an actual thing that I have to look into, right? Because I don't know what's written here. If there's anything written here. It may... Well, I guess it's a statement. But I don't know what the statement says. Like, you know. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. Has to be, I don't know. Maybe it's nothing. I don't know, maybe it's literally nothing, I don't know. Let me see if I can find. So this is new information. Mr. Red and Miss Yellow have split up. So I wonder why they split up. Makes mistakes, is often contacted to talk with him. Isn't this a contradiction? It should be, because it says like when Mr. Red makes mistakes, Miss Yellow is often contacted to talk with him. So how often does he make mistakes if he says that, you know, everything ran smoothly? Let me see. So how... Hates the work, dislikes Mr. Blue Goody Two-Shoes' attitude. So he came because the board came, but so how did... okay, so that's another contradiction. How was a board that was supposed to be destroyed sent to a customer? That's a fair question, right? So how exactly did that circuit board get sent out to a customer again if everything you bring in is sent away to be destroyed? Exactly.
I don't even get what the big deal is. The stuff was barely used. It was still in the box, for God's sake. I was doing the company a favor. Do you know how many thousands of dollars of hardware is destroyed every single day? It's enough to make you blush. And the genius Dr. Green keeps spending insane amounts of company money to develop these circuits. And then they still get returned? How great can they be? He's nothing but a neurotic moron. His bug-eyed face makes me nervous. Can't stand looking at him for more than a moment, even less trying to have a normal conversation with a man. He's here on the same floor as you, just down the hall. You should talk to him about all this, not me. He's not busy or anything. I know, because each time I see him is at his desk. He's just staring out into nothingness, like a freak.
Wow, this guy really does not like anything here. Dr. Green makes the circuit board. Dr. Green does no noticeable work at his desk. Mr. Red doesn't get what the big deal is. C-Corp throws away thousands of dollars of hardware every day. Mr. Red thinks Mr. Green is a neurotic moron. Okay, that's very intense. So let's talk to Mr. Green then. Just a little bit. Mr. Green, just a moment of your time.
What's the meaning of this? I'm busy and must get back to work immediately. Our new shipment of transistors is coming in any moment now.
You know, he is bug eye. Let me see. Tell me what you know about Mr. Blue
I
disappearing.
didn't know he left.
Right. Okay. You're the one making the circuit boards?
Correct. C-Corp would be out of business if not for me. Before I showed up, C-Corp was barely scraping by. But you did not hear that from me. Every year, White hires more and more idiots to cram into my faculty. We have an inverse relationship between the size of their person and the size of their brains. I make every single circuit design this company puts out. My faculty is just filled with useless pencil pushers.
Right. I've been told that you spend your workday sitting by your desk not doing anything.
Did that buffoon Red tell you that? He wouldn't know how to get dressed in the morning if not for Yellow. What she saw in him I will never understand. You see, I'm not simply sitting by my desk staring out into space. I'm designing. No one knows circuit boards like I do. I'm the Beethoven of engineering.
Of course you are.
My circuits are as powerful as a full orchestra, yet still as elegant as a single violin. Impervious perfection.
But they're not perfect, are they? Let's see. Mr. Green considers himself the Beethoven of engineering. Have a romantic relationship. Design circuit boards. Circuits are bulletproof. Okay, how are they bulletproof if, according to Mr. Red, where is it? Thousands are returned every day. Let me just yes. Let's see this contradiction. No, it's not a contradiction. Throws away thousands of dollars of hardware every day. That's weird. How are they bulletproof though? Wait, maybe I have to find inconsistencies in what they say. Let's see. This one making the circuit boards. Okay. Doesn't know Mr. Blue left. Dr. Green is busy. A new organization is arriving soon. Wait. No, maybe I can talk to Red and try contradiction. Wait. So he asked me to not to tell, but Green knows. Okay, that's not a contradiction apparently. Alright. Alright, let's try, come on, let's try to find a contradiction with Green. Miss Dr. Green here. Designs in his mind. Designs in his mind. Okay, Dr. Green is the one who's making the circuit boards, and then throws away a lot of stuff. That's not a contradiction. Maybe you only have to find contradictions what they say, their own statements, you know? He's busy. Didn't know Mr. Blue left. Dislikes the people in the department. Saves Secret from going out of business. Right. Bulletproof, huh? I still think I have to. Let me see. Makes the circuit boards. Throws away thousands. I mean, this should be a contradiction, right? But it's not his contradiction, right? Maybe that's the thing. Because that's I'm not sure if you have to combine, you know, statements from multiple characters. Right. So let me see. Dislikes people in his department. I don't know. He's busy, but that's not a contradiction. I'm just screwing around. But if they're bulletproof, what did White say? Is involved in all of Sequel's major contracts. The workers are stressed. Well, I could imagine they're stressed. He didn't know Mr. Blue well. I don't know. The film of engineering. So how did he know that this was going on? If he is so busy. That's not a contradiction. Alright, maybe, I don't know. Because again, I'm not really sure if you have to combine, you know, statements. But, you know, if you want to try it yourself, if you want to try, you know, interrogating Dr. Green yourself, then you can check out the How Do You Know Mr. Blue demo version. It's available on GameJolt right now. So, So check it out. There's a link in the description below. You can get it for Windows. As I mentioned, the game is developed by Winteractive, and this is a very early demo, right? It's a very early build, but it does have potential. I'm just not 100% sure I can combine certain statements to find out more. But I think it's a really cool concept, so check it out. There's a link in the description below. Thanks so much everyone for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up real quick, and if you like what I do here, consider subscribing. That would be actually immensely helpful. If you could subscribe, tell other people about the channel, you know, spread the word if you can. Check out the back catalog too, because I have over 2,150 videos at this point, so there's tons and tons of you know, games to discover there, mostly indie games, so check it out. Also, if you can, take half a minute to see the ways to which you can support me. They're all on the description below. You can either give me a direct donation through PayPal, or you can support me with the purchases that you make on the Epic Games Store, the Humble Store, FANATICAL. So it's you know, all those ways help, and they cost you absolutely nothing. So you don't pay anything more if you use those links or the creation the creator tag. Also, if you can, check out the Brave browser. There's a referral link in the description. You okay, that's not a contradiction apparently that he is. Alright. There should be a contradiction though. Maybe I need to talk to Mr. Red about it though. I don't know. Check out the Brave browser to everyone. It's based on Chromium, so you should be very familiar if you use Chrome, if you use Opera, but it's a browser that puts a lot of emphasis on privacy, on not getting tracked. It has a built-in ad blocker. It's quite fast. It should use fewer resources than Chrome, so check it out, try it. I think you're gonna like it, and if you end up using it, I'll get a small crypto reward. I've been using it for more than a month now. It's cool, it works, and hopefully it's only going to get better with new builds coming out. Thanks again everyone for watching. Check out How Do You Know Mr. Blue on Game Jolt, and until the next time we see each other, have an awesome day.